just gonna head down Rue Saint-Jean and check out the old town and also grab a much needed coffee. I really like these Quebec Nordiques shirts. The Nordiques were Quebec City's NHL team from 1979 to 1995. They were a huge part of the city's identity, but a small market, weak dollar, and an aging arena forced the team to relocate. A year after the move, the team became the Colorado Avalanche and won the Stanley Cup. That cannoli is calling my name, but I need to resist for now. Yeah, I've seen photos of Quebec City in the wintertime, particularly around Christmas with the lights and everything. And it is a beautiful city to come to during that wonderful holiday. And here you could get a whole bunch of ornaments. What is that, a GameCube one? Nice. I might just have to come back to Quebec City one of these days on Christmas.
I thought about that just because I did
that. Alright, the rain's come out a bit, but it's too bad it's raining right now because no umbrella for me. Should have been better prepared, but obviously sunshine is the ideal way to see a city, but the rain here adds to the kind of the mood. In 1617, a French settler named Louis Hebert became Canada's first European farmer on this exact spot. Just camp out here for a while. And right next to the City Hall, we have is the Notre-Dame Basilica. Wow. Very nice church. Offered me refuge from the rain. And the walk continues. So the old town ascends from basically the St. Lawrence River, which is down this way. There's two ways to get up and down. One is to take these nice little stairs that I've walked before at night. And another way to go up and down is they have a motorized funicular, which I may take back up. There are two French navigators that are very key to the foundation of Quebec. The first was Jacques Cartier. So he was the first European, or known European, since the Vikings to enter the St. Lawrence Seaway and the St. Lawrence River. It was in his journeys along here that he met indigenous people, the Iroquois, and it's where the name Canada came from, which is a derivative of the Iroquois language for the word village. But he didn't settle in Quebec City. But the man who did was a man named Samuel de Champlain. He's known as the founder of Quebec City and the father of New France. It's Place Royale, and is the exact spot where Samuel de Champlain founded the city in 1608. Champlain established the fur trade and the first real settlement in this part of the world. So Jacques Cartier was the first kind of Frenchman down into this area of Canada, but Samuel Champlain was the real nation builder. Let's take a look inside. The Quebec flag is one of the more, if not the most beautiful provincial flag in all of Canada. I do like the color contrast. And straight up here is the funicular. I'm going to take this to go back up. Funicular for me today because it is cash only. I left my cash in my bag in the hotel, so I'm not going to be able to ride it. It's kind of what it looks like here. So it goes up, not vertical, but a pretty hefty angle right there, and it goes way up to the top and arrives at Château Frontenac. If you do want to ride the funicular, make sure you have cash. Yeah, my first night in Quebec, I walked down the street at night and it was charming. Daytime is also quite nice too. I'm gonna head back up and we're gonna go to our last mission today, is the Château Frontenac. And remember, if you're gonna ride the funicular, you gotta bring cash. If not, you're gonna have to walk up the stairways. There we fucking go. So that walk took me about between 3 and 4 minutes, and I was just going uphill the whole time, but the reward is something else. So this is a large boardwalk area in front of the hotel, which offers absolutely stunning views. So you could walk this boardwalk straight ahead up to the Citadel, and I was at the Citadel yesterday, and I was at that high point there, the corner point, and I took a photo kind of this way. A quick pause. This series is going all the way to the Pacific Ocean, and hitting that like and subscribe really helps keep it moving. Thanks. The Dufferin Terrace, built by Lord Dufferin. Takes a set of balls to name a majestic place like this after your own namesake, but respect, my man, because this place is amazing. We're dancing. Let's have a stop here. One last stop before we check out. Quebec City, you're beautiful. And I was earlier down there and I walked up the stairs up to here. The dancers have seemed to have found the rhythm. Yeah, so this is another shot of the hotel. It's in an enormous property. All right, goodbye Quebec City. You've been the gem, and I would love to return to you. This is one place where I would like to come at a different time in my life again. It has been a pleasure to explore, but I've got to head back to my hostel and then grab my stuff and then go to the train station and then check in my luggage and then board my seat. So I got a mission ahead of me, so let's go. I made it, and I've got my luggage down below me. Just beware that if you're gonna walk it to the train station, it's gonna take some effort. All right, no more downhill, which is nice. And so what's even better is the train station is just across from this park. You take a look at that bronze roof. Nice. In for the baggage, and it's really easy, efficient. It's a nice open space, Off to Montreal.